Hey guys, I know it has been a while since I've made a video, but I've been having some issues health-wise and trying to recover. But I wanted to share with you, I've just woken up early and gotten back out in my garden and wanted to show you my harvest. I've got some beautiful beets that I've harvested here. I've got about 3 or 4 of them, and then I've got all of these carrots. They're not huge, but they are mine. So I'm washing them up, getting them ready, and I think we're going to roast them up tonight and have a tasty meal. That is the plan. And then, so I'm just washing here, and I was going to get the green stalks off. And I wanted to talk a little bit about full moon, just moon gardening in general. I think I mentioned in a live chat with the Kindred Witch that after the full moon, just after the full moon, the energy is just so for root vegetables. This is usually when I add any fertilizer or food to my root vegetables. It's a good time to do root work. Anything, in depth, get it. You've got the root and it, comes down, and reaches the depths of the soil. It's kind of a good time to do that type of work. It's the same with gardening. So I also wanted to let you know that, it's kind of the same with my practice. I have been using Tiger's Eye because I had lots of little teeny tiny carrots and they weren't getting any bigger. And these are probably double the size that they were. And I didn't leave them in any longer than I normally did. You can see there's, both little carrots and large. Tiger's Eye, little Tiger's Eye chips, paired with quartz in the soil gives great energy for things that are not doing so well. I think Tiger's Eye, is a good one for strength. It's a good one for protection. And I just wanted to share this little tidbit video with you. Just a little update on my beautiful, beautiful garden. I also have some potatoes out there. There's the garden. It's starting to change form. As you can see, the squash is all died out. I have to go and clear that situation out. And I think I'm going to be growing cucumbers or possibly beans. And then over, I guess you can't see them. Oh, see those red pots kind of down there? Red pots. That's where the potatoes come from. And I got to go dig up some potatoes today as well. And I have echinacea and basil out the ying. I've got lots of basil. I've got purple basil and so 2 different kinds of purple basil and 2 or 3 different kinds of regular green basil. Or I think there's a Roman basil, there's a sweet basil, there's a something else basil. And then of course, me and the mint. I got a ton of mint as well. So I've got to get out there and harvest. I also was I was also growing bluebonnets. Let me show you this because the lighting's not so great over there. Bluebonnets are Texas state flower. And when you find them on the highways and byways and stuff like that, you're not allowed to pick them. So I've grown my own here, and Lady Grave Dancer had done a video long time ago when I first started watching her, way before we were friends, about bottling spring. So I have kind of planted my own bluebonnets, and they will go to seed when they're, done blooming. Here's one that looks like you can see the little seed pods that are, that are at the base there. Those seed pods, those are little baby seed pods, turn into like these. And then they will pop open on their own. I didn't break it open. It just pop opens on its own. And they reseed themselves. So I'm kind of extending spring here. And I dry out my bluebonnets. Let me see if I can. Here's my dehydrator. I also have some eggshells over here going. Let's see if I can turn on a light for you. Because I'm sure you want to see it a little bit better. No? Yes? Maybe? Let's see, turn on this light. Oh, look at there, be light. Okay, so I have some eggshells. I have some really cool green eggshells, which I thought I would separate and make a powder for that, and special green egg powder. Feel like it has a different energy than the other shells. I don't know if I'm crazy or not. But here are my dried bluebonnets, and I just let them dry naturally. I don't necessarily have to dehydrate them. Sometimes I already have stuff, you know, I've taken out quite a bit of stuff in here. I've got some sage that have already been dried, and I just sort of leave it be until I'm ready to like do something with it. But here are my bluebonnets, and I'm gonna, you know, put those away. I'm gonna put them in a jar. I think that they look pretty lovely. Look at the color, still the color. I've noticed that if I did dehydrate them, they turn out a little, there, here's the difference. Here's this, and it's kind of pale, and then there's this. Let's put it side by side. So there's the difference. The top one there, I have dehydrated, and it's kind of zapped some of the color out, and the bottom one is one that I just air dried, but I just laid it in here. So I'm going to clear all this out. I'm going to be making some egg powder out of these eggs, and then also some others. These are some little smudge sticks I've done with my husband here. I believe this one here, this one. Oh, I think that's marjoram. Let me look. No, that's actually regular sage. That's regular kitchen sage. And then these are my thyme. But yeah, okay. So that's what's happening here at Ravenflower's house in the land of recovery. I just wanted to share that with you guys, because you guys have been a part of the garden. So look what we've done here. Look what we've done. So many blessings, and it's going to be a wonderful feast tonight.